What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we're going to be doing an interesting rebuilding challenge. So basically, we're going to be using the game Blackjack. If you don't know what Blackjack is, it's basically a game where you try to get to the number 21 without going over. I'm pretty sure most of you probably know what it is, but you start out with 2 cards, whatever the 2 cards are. If you're not close to 21, you can ask for another one without going over. But as soon as you go over, then it's a failure. So basically, how this is going to work with 2K is we're going to draw 2 cards, and then I can choose to either take another card, or I could choose to just stay with the 2 cards I got. And the cards I get that add up to whatever number that is, it's going to be the jersey number that I use. So then I'm going to ask Siri, let's say for instance, I get the number like a 5 and a 6, and that equals 11. So I'm going to go to Basketball Reference, and whoever wears number 11, I'm going to ask Siri to choose a random number between how many other players that wear number 11. So this is going to be interesting, I think. If you guys like this idea, make sure to leave a like. It's definitely different, and I'm very excited to do it. Without further ado, let's play some Blackjack. The game of Blackjack always starts off with some shuffling. I'm not the best at shuffling though, so we're probably just going to do this once. So let me take 2 cards out of here, and let's see what we got. So we got ourselves a 4 and an ace. So an ace can be 1 or 11. So I could say this is 5. So I think I'll take another card, right? So we got 9. So like 9. So we can't really do, because then we would go over 21. So then it would be 9, ace, 4. Okay, so it'd be 9, 1, 13. All right, I'm taking another card. So this would be 14 actually, if I could count. 16. All right, so this would be number 6. You know what? We're just gonna roll with 16 for the first number. 16 is gonna be the first jersey number we choose from. At the top of my head, I'm not really sure who wears number 16, so we literally have 5 options: James Johnson, Tyler Johnson, Ben McLemore, Juwan Morgan, and Chetty Osman. So yeah, it's not looking great. This first number is not gonna really matter, but we're gonna probably do this about 10 to 15 times. We'll see how this goes. But first, we gotta get Siri to help us out and pick a number between 1 and 5. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 5.
It's 3.
So number 3, it's going to be Ben McLemore. You know what? That's not too bad for our first player. All right, these next 2 cards are crucial as we get a 4 and an 8. So we could just stick with number 12, but I think I'm gonna be brave and go with another card, and that'll give us a 15. So you know what? Let's roll with 15. I don't know who wears number 15. Let's see who wears number 15 in the NBA. So there are quite a few players that actually wear the number 15. So like Clint Capella, Brennan Clark. That could, okay, hopefully we get number 1 and number 3, but I don't know if I'll get that lucky. Hey Siri, pick a number 1 through 16.
It's 1.
1. We got Clint Capella, but then I just noticed that Nikola Jokic is on here. So yeah, I mean, we got Clint Capella though, so that is not a horrible option. All right, so we got Ben McLemore and Clint Capella. Are we forming the Houston Rockets here? All right, the next 2 cards are up, and we got an 8 and a 7. All right, that is a 15, so I definitely don't want to, go with number 15 again. And we get an ace, so that would be 16, because if I choose to go 11 with an ace, I'll go over. So we're gonna go with another card, and we bust anyway. That is 22, so we're over 22. So basically what that means, when I go over, we're just gonna sign one of the worst players in free agency. So L of a round. The next 2 cards I got were 10, so I could stick with number 10, but I think I'm gonna draw another card as we're gonna get 17. You know what? I don't really feel like signing another worst player in free agency, so we're just gonna stick with 17, and let's see who wears number 17 in the NBA. So the best player I see, honestly, is gonna be Dennis Schroeder. I guess there's Jonas Valanciunas as well, and PJ Tucker. Not bad options, but definitely not the best either. So hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 11.
It's 4.
4. So we get Ignas Brazdeikis. Is he even still in the NBA? I know he used to play for the Knicks. I don't know if he's on 2K, but for now, we get Ignas Brazdeikis, if I'm even saying that name right. I believe that was our 4th player, as we're going to draw 2 more cards, and we get 12. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and, oh, we got a queen. A queen, king, and jack are all 10, so we bust. That means we're signing another terrible player in free agency. All right, next round. Last round sucked, but it's okay. So we got number 8. All right, man. That's going to give us number 14. Okay, I'm feeling dangerous here. I'm gonna go ahead and draw another card, and we bust again. Another terrible player in free agency. That's awesome. Got 2 back-to-back players in free agency that are gonna suck, so I really need to stop being risky here as we get 15. Do I dare draw another card? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. We go over again. So 3 players where we're gonna sign the worst players in free agency. So far, this is not looking good. It is a king or a queen and a 10. So you know what I'm gonna do with that? I'm gonna stick with that because there's no shot. I'm gonna take the chances of going over. And by the way, if I do somehow get a 21, I get to choose any number I want. So, but for now, we're sticking with 20 because we just had 3 back-to-back L's where we really need to pick this up. 18 selections that we could choose from, and actually there's a lot of solid players here. You got Burks, Collins, Fultz, Giles, Gordon Hayward. Eric Giles been going off in the preseason. You got Winslow, Marvin Williams. Like, there's a lot of interesting players here. And you know what? Let's see what we can find out. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask Siri. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 19.
It's 6.
6. That gives us DeJuan Hernandez. Out of all the players you could have given me, you gave me DeJuan Hernandez. Wow. That sucks. We've gotten so far, I think it's Clint Capella. So far this isn't going the best, but first 2 cards we get are 10 and 6. I don't really want to choose from number 16 again, so I'm going to go with the king, and I'm going to go over once again. So yeah, definitely an L. So let me try this again. We're going to have a jack and a 4 with number 14. You know what? I can't take the risk of going over, so we're just going to find out who wears number 14. Tyler Harrow and Brandon Ingram. And you know what I want? I want those 2 injected in my veins right now, bro. Because I really want 9 or 10. Everyone else, no thank you. I don't want Danny Green. Yeah, let's just hope and pray for 9 or 10. Hey Siri, pick a number between 1 and 18.
It's 11.
Oh! Michael Kidd, dude. Oh my god, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. We literally could have had Harrow or Ingram, and instead we get MKG. Thank you, Siri. How many times we've done this, but we need to keep going. So we got a queen and a 10. So if I go over here, I cannot get a good player. So we're gonna have to go back to number 20 and hope we get somebody good there. I don't remember who all wore number 20, but hopefully we get somebody decent. Oh yeah, there was a lot of good players at number 20. So hopefully Siri this time doesn't give me DeJuan Hernandez. That'd be freaking awesome. Pick a number between 1 and 19.
It's 13.
13. Josh Okogie. Okay. Not terrible. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you know, Fultz or Collins or Gordon Hayward or any of those guys would have been better, but you know what? I'll take a Kogi over whatever else it could have been. Next 2 cards I got were 5 and 2. You know what? I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to see. I feel like there's a lot of good players at number 7 that wear number 7, if I'm not mistaken. So we're sticking with 7, and we're going to see what we get from number 7. I was right. There is quite a few solid players that do wear number 7. You got Kyle Lowry, Brogdon. You got Jaylen Brown. Ilyasova, Dwight Powell. You know, obviously, I don't really want Ilyasova. Jaylen Brown or Malcolm Brogdon would be the dream scenario here. So we get 4 or 5. That would be fantastic. Let's see what happens. Hey, Siri, pick a number 1 through 18.
The answer is 10.
10. We get Ersan Ilyasova. I just said I don't want Ilyasova, and I get Ilyasova. Funny how that works. I don't remember how many times we've done this, but I feel like I've probably have like maybe 3 more I don't really remember how many times we've done this, so I'm gonna assume we probably have like 3 more turns, and my first draw is gonna be a 5 and a 7. I'm gonna go ahead and hope. Nope, we're gonna bust. I was really hoping we'd get a 21 so I could choose whatever number I want, but instead we're gonna get a 22, and we're gonna go over, and we're gonna have to sign another terrible player in free agency. So the next 2 cards are ace and a 9. So I am definitely gonna stick with number 19 here, because I don't think we've even chosen for number 19, and I don't feel like going over again. Well, I would have much rather have went over than pick from these guys. You got Chandler, and that's it. You got, I guess if there was anybody I wanted out of this, it would be Luka Samanic, or Sandwich, however you say it, for trade value. There's Fee Mikhailuk as well, but yeah, this wasn't the best draw. Pick a number 1 through 8.
The answer is 3.
3. So we get Rodney McGruder. welcome to the team. Also, I'm really hoping I could find a way to get a blackjack here, also known as the 21. So my first two cards are going to be number 7. I think I'm definitely going to go ahead and draw another card because there's no way I can go over here. So we're going to get a number 5. So that's going to give us an 8 and then 12. So I'm going to go ahead and draw another one. And that's going to give us a... Okay, so 5. We got a 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. You know what? Let me do it. King. We're gonna go ahead and bust. We're gonna draw too many, but you know what? I'm going another one, man, because I feel like I have way too many players that just suck. So next two cards are an ace and a 16. Okay, can I get a 5 here? Nope, I'm gonna get a queen instead. Bust again. All right, one more time. Come on, man. Next two cards. King and a jack. Okay, do I get an ace out of this? No way. Nope, no aces. There's literally no aces. So, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with number 20. We're just going to stick with number 20, and I really am disappointed that we weren't able to choose our own number today, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Our team is about to look super trash, but hopefully this last turn can save me. Siri, please, for the love of everything that I know, give me John Collins here, or somebody. Somebody good. I need somebody good. Pick a number 1 through 19.
It's 8.
8. Brandon freaking Knight, dude. You can't make this. Oh, I feel like our team is about to be incredibly amazing on 2K. I cannot wait to see this product, man. This is going to be really fun. Our roster on 2K21 looks absolutely incredible, as you can tell. Clint Capella is our best player. Ursan Ilyasova, Ben McLemore, Josh Okogie, MKG, Rodney McGruder, Ignas Brzdekis, Brandon Knight, DeJuan Hernandez, Just Robinson, Devon Hall, Josh Reeves, Josh Gray, Merrill Shaq, Kobe Sim. Yeah, this team is absolutely terrible. So, I don't know how I make this a championship team. I really don't, but we're going to have to try. So, when I go into the trade finder, and our picks better be, like, valuable, so valuable it's not even funny. And, you know, we got a pick that's worth, like, a 3-star trade value. So, that's cool and all, but... yeah, man, I definitely have my hands full if I'm going to try to make this a championship team. I don't really know where to start. Do I have anybody with, like, big salary other than Capella? No, not really. So, yeah, this is not looking good for you. I'm not going to lie. So, Okogie is, like, literally my youngest player, and Capella is probably my best asset. So, yeah, wish me luck here. I guess the first trade I'm going to do is to send Okogie and Capella over to the Brooklyn Nets for Karis LeVert and DeAndre Jordan. Yeah, I'm not really sure where this is about to lead me, but I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to make DeAndre Jordan a small forward and make LeVert a power forward and make LeVert a power or a small forward. So now we're up DeAndre Jordan in the trade finder, and I'm literally just going to take best available player here. And I probably should throw Ursan Ilyasova in this as well, just so the salary is a little bit more. I guess it's only like 12 million, but still, anything is better than nothing, what we just had. So Mike Conley, you got Buddy Hield. Okay, so Buddy Hield actually could be a nice pickup for now. There's Lonzo Ball, Christian Wood. So, you know what? There's the Covington deal as well. You know what? I don't hate the Buddy Hield deal. I think he could stay, at least for the time being, and we don't have to trade a first-round pick. So I'm going to get Buddy Hield from the Sacramento Kings. I don't hate that. I'm going to go ahead and throw Karis LeVert and GR3 out there as well. And we still have this first-round pick, which I should probably attach that in this trade, which I'm going to actually do that. So, LeVert and Glenn Robinson and a first-round pick. And we can get DeAndre Jordan, Whiteside, Porter, Aldridge, and DeRozan, and James Wiseman, Tobias Harris. Okay, you know what? I think the best thing to do here is probably that Aldridge and DeRozan deal. And the reason why I think that is I can move Aldridge to not just point guard, to power forward. He's up to an 87 overall. And then we could trade probably both these guys for something better, I assume. I don't really know if that is going to be the case, but hopefully I didn't. Okay, so yeah, Aldridge still has some good trade value to him. So we got Zach LaVine. There's Aaron Gordon. There's Capella, who I don't want back. The Fred VanVleet deal. But I think obviously the best deal here is going to be the Zach LaVine deal, and I'm definitely 1000% doing that. So now that we got Zach LaVine, we may not necessarily need Buddy Hield anymore. So if I throw these two together, I'm probably going to look for a front court player here, I guess. There's the Drew Holiday. There's Bogdan, Mike Conley, Rashawn Holmes, Aaron Gordon, Terrence Ross, Monte Morris, Oladipo, Blake Griffin. Wow. So yeah, not a whole lot going on there. If I threw a first in here, do the offer? Okay, so we got Chris Middleton. That's actually really nice. LeVert deal and Oubre and Draymond Green. So we can get Blake Griffin and Derrick Rose. That could be interesting. There's Alonzo Ball, Redick, but I think the Chris Middleton deal is going to be the one we do because that's just going to ultimately make us that much better. So Chris Middleton And then we have Zach LaVine and Chris Middleton, who I think are permanently here to stay. And now we're going to trade DeMar DeRozan. And we got Aldridge coming out, Drummond. Actually, Drummond might be a good player to target in this kind of rebuild challenge because, oh my lord, Devin Booker. Ooh, that is, yep, you know what? We're doing it. Devin Booker, welcome to the team. So we get Devin Booker somehow. So now we don't really need Zach LaVine. So I'm going to throw Zach LaVine out of here. And let's see what we can get for Zach LaVine. Aldridge was nice. Hassan Whiteside, Eric Bledsoe, Fred VanVleet, Jay Crowder, Ricky Rubio, Draymond Green. So Aldridge, do we go with Aldridge? I mean, this is only going to be a one-year challenge. So yeah, LaMarcus Aldridge is an 87 right now. So I'm going to keep him for the time being. And then it gets really tough. Like, I don't really know if we're going to be able to flip these three guys for anything crazy. Yeah, not a whole lot's popping up here. So if I threw Vernon Carey out there and threw Vernon Carey at the power forward and throw DeJuan Hernandez at the 4, does like anything amazing pop up? Probably not, but I'm at least going to check and look and see if I can get lucky here. And we can get Chris Dunn, which is actually kind of a W, a nice backup point guard for us. So I'm going to be doing that Chris Dunn deal. We also get a first-round pick out of it, which is also really awesome. So Chris Dunn can be our backup point guard or maybe even our starting point guard at this point. If I throw these two out there, we get Torrey Gray, Garrett Temple, MKG. We get Ilyasova back. No, thank you. I traded you for a reason. There's the GR3, Damian Lee. You know what? I kind of like the Garrett Temple deal. I'm going to move him to small forward. I think he'll go up. He goes up to a 75. There's Luke Cornett as well that I can move up. He goes to a power forward. So you know what? We might even be able to keep Luke Cornett in this situation, or we'll trade him and see if anything better pops up. Bell McGee as a 78 overall backup center, or potentially our starting. There's the Bielitsa, Ilyasova, KCP, Doug McDermott, Josh Hart. I mean, this challenge is really tough, so I'm really happy with what we've gotten thus far. I'm going to do the JaVale McGee trade. Yeah, it's going to give us a 78 overall center. Why not? So I'm going to probably trade Aldridge as well just because of his age. And hopefully we can get Anyika Okongwu out of this. Hassan Whiteside, Michael Porter, Sabonis. Okay, so Sabonis would be kind of a W, actually. Be a lot younger. What else do we get in the trade? Keelan Martin, maybe not, actually. Chris Middleton, if there's anything I can get for you, I definitely would be down. There's the Drummond deal, which I actually kind of love the Drummond deal because Drummond is usually really good in 2K. So you know what? I think I'm going to do the Andre Drummond deal just because he usually in the simulations, he usually puts up monster numbers. So we look at our roster right now. It definitely looks better than it did. We got Chris Dunn at the point guard, Booker, Garrett Temple, Aldridge, Drummond, McGee, Brandon Knight. Yeah, this is where it's obviously getting a little iffy, but we're going to keep on working on it. And I promise you, this is going to look like a competent rotation by the end of this. I'm going to be doing this deal with the Sacramento Kings to give us more depth. We're going to get Rashawn Holmes and Ersan Ilyasova. So with the Rashawn Holmes trade, I can either flip him or JaVale McGee. I think I'm going to opt to flip JaVale McGee and Ersan Ilyasova. And we get Matisse Thybulle. Ooh, that's actually really nice to look at. Avika Zubac, Rajon Rondo, Duncan Robinson. So we're getting somewhere, man. I mean, it was tough, but we are definitely getting somewhere. So I do like the Chris Boucher deal as well as we get Matt Thomas. So Chris Boucher could be our backup power forward or maybe even our starting at this point. When we look at the roster, so Devin Booker, we still don't have a small forward. Boucher, Holmes, Matt Thomas. So it's definitely rounding up. It's definitely rounding up, but we're not where we want to be just yet. But trust me, it's getting better than it was before. I'm sure you guys are aware of that, but like, look at the team we had before. I'm going to be doing this trade with the Houston Rockets to get Daniel House and a first-round pick. I think that's going to ultimately give us a first, obviously, and a backup small forward, or even a starting small forward, because we don't really have one right now. So Booker, Aldridge, Drummond is our big three right now. I'm not in love with that. I definitely still want a point guard. Chris Dunn is great and all, but I mean, like, it's Chris Dunn at the end of the day. I don't really want to see him starting. So Aldridge, if we can get like a 2-for-1 going here. Jaylen Brown pops up. Oh my lord, that might be the move we do, actually. We can get Terrence Ross and Jonathan Isaac. That's actually kind of nice as well. Jaylen Brown, though, just seems so enticing that I don't think I can pass this up. I'm doing the Jaylen Brown deal 1000% and moving him to small forward. So that definitely puts Boucher in the starting power forward spot, which I don't hate at all. So Jaylen Brown, Devin Booker, and Andre Drummond. I think that's a little bit of a bigger or better big three. So at this point, I'm looking for a better point guard and I'm looking for better depth. And I think we're ready to simulate the season. The best trade I'm going to get for depth here is going to be Damian Lee out of Ojale and Justin Robinson. You know what? I'll take it. I think I can move Damian Lee up to a 75 as well, hopefully. And he goes up to a 76, so that's actually really solid. So Chris Dunn, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Boucher, Drummond, Holmes, Damian Lee, Daniel House, and Juan Toscano. So I think at this point, since we just got Damian Lee, I can maybe trade Daniel House, Juan Toscano in a second, and maybe just hope for something out of this. I saw Luke Cornett. I saw Doug McDermott. Jakob Poeltl is nice too. I think I'm going to do the Jakob Poeltl deal, and I'm going to move him to power forward because I know centers usually. Maybe I'll move Rashawn Holmes there instead. So yeah, this might be our final lineup, to be honest with you. We'll have Chris Dunn, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Rashawn Holmes, Drummond, Boucher, Jakob Poeltl, Damian Lee, and we might just have to run an 8-man rotation this season, to be honest with you. Chris Dunn is going to be our starting point guard. I don't know how much I love that, but at the end of the day, we had a terrible team, and we just made it this much better. So I am satisfied with that. As long as we can get this team to the playoffs, I'll take that. If we win a championship, I'll take that. Obviously, that's even better. But you know what? Out of everything we had, I'm pretty happy with this team. So we're going to go ahead and summate this season, and let's just hope and pray this team can be at least a playoff team, or maybe win a championship. Who knows? If you would have told me that I could take a team where the best player is Clint Capella and we could make them the first seed in the East, with the roster we had, of course. It wasn't just Clint Capella being our best player. You guys all know what I had. And we're the best team in the East. I mean, I am ecstatic with that. Absolutely ecstatic, bro. Wow. I am insanely happy with that. But All-NBA first team, I'm sure we might have somebody who makes an All-NBA team here, and we do not. So, unfortunately, we do not have anything along the lines of that. But hey, Chris Dunn made all-defensive second team, so that's cool, honestly. I'm pretty happy with that. He was our starting point guard this season, unfortunately. And we were the first seed in the Eastern Conference, 56-26. Player stats, 31 from Devin Booker. That was a major W. Getting him saved our lives. And then Drummond and Jaylen Brown. Drummond had 20 and 12. I mean, Drummond scoring the basketball with his rebounding is absolutely amazing. In fact, he actually kind of scored a lot more than... if you know, what I'm saying doesn't really make sense, but if you think about it, he did score a lot more than he rebounded this year, because obviously usually he averaged like 16 rebounds, I feel like. So he took a step back in that and scored the ball more, which I'm happy with that. Boucher, Rashawn Holmes, Damian Lee. I'm pretty happy with how this went, man. I think we have a chance to somehow win a championship here, but I'm ecstatic that we even made the NBA playoffs. But we are playing the Toronto Raptors here, so I don't know how that's gonna go. Some current round, and we lose in 7. Oh, that's unfortunate, very unfortunate. But at the end of the day, we got this team to the playoffs in the first seed in the East, bro. That I'm super ecstatic with that. I'm not gonna lie. So this was on our final roster. This is what it looked like. You got Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Drummond. I mean, the team I had before. Come on, man. That was crazy. But regardless, I had a lot of fun with this one, man. I really did. So if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like. If you guys stuck around to the end, I appreciate you guys. Man, I've been just trying to think of other ways to be creative with some rebuilds. I know, you know, I don't really want to continue with the, if I can control, I don't want to continue with the same stuff I used to do. So hope you guys enjoy this one. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace.